with late game execution.
No, ain't no party like a Diddy party, so.
Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So not too long ago, actually it might have been a couple weeks ago, we spoke about Kobe Bryant and his trials and tribulations in the league, especially in the height of his career, dealing with criticism all around, not just from sports media, but from everyone, of course. We all know what happened in 2003. We all know that some people have called him a ball hog, yada, yada, such and such. But there was a time, probably later in his career, people was criticizing him again. People weren't happy about him getting that, what was it, like a 2-year extension worth like $60 million or something like that. It was something around that number, and people weren't happy about it because he was on the tail end of his career. But anyways, this man's always faced criticism, and either he came face to face with the critic, aka Charles Barkley, one time inside TNT when he came on there, spoke to Charles Barkley like a man, and everything was smooth after that. Kept it respectful. Didn't go on a 22-hour Pat McAfee show being passive aggressive. No, he went to the source's mouth and spoke. Didn't have no making sure he gonna look out into this crowd, make sure somebody's filming him. Because Stephen A. Smith said that whole confrontation sounded like it was a setup. And knowing LeBron, it probably was. No. Kobe Bryant was direct in front and kept it professional. So Stephen A. Smith is on the Howard Stern show about 2 years ago, January 2023. And Howard Stern asked us a question about the relationships between him and other players. And this is what he had to say right here about one Kobe Bryant. It's quite hilarious, but before we get it, like, share, subscribe to the channel, and let's get in.
Your personal life is your business.
Mm-hmm.
But what you do on the field or court of play in front of thousands in attendance and millions watching, that's my domain. And what you're not going to do is compromise telling me what the hell I saw.
So do
if
you ever
play
get
like
the phone
garbage,
call?
Huh?
But do you
yeah,
have, so let's say a guy.
Absolutely.
I don't know who's
Kobe.
one of the
Kobe, God
okay.
rest his soul. Yes, he scared me. Now he scared me. Kobe
What
scared
did he do?
Kobe scared the living shit out of me. Because here's why. Kobe was a savant. You did not know more basketball than Kobe Bryant.
Right.
So when Kobe Bryant called you to complain, and this is exact, I can quote him. I mean, I miss him so much. I can quote him for you right now. Voicemail. You know who this is, motherfucker. Get your ass up, pick up the fucking phone, and call me back. That bullshit you just said.
Wow.
And don't keep me waiting but so long either. Your ass better not go on the air and say some other shit before you talk to me.
What
That
had you
was Kobe.
said? What did you say?
I would say something along the lines of, you know something? I don't like the way he's playing. It's selfish basketball right now. Look at this shot. Look at that shot selection. Look at this decision.
Wow.
What the hell is he doing? Blah, blah, blah. And he called me up. And so he called me up, and I'll be like this, what now, man? And he'll say, look, you say you watching basketball. The motherfucker watched the game. You didn't see this person do this. You didn't see him do this. You didn't see this dude miss this back cut. You didn't see this dude miss this dunk. You didn't see him drop the damn 3 passes that I threw to him over the first fucking 20 minutes. The fuck are you talking about? And by the way, you see here, and you see this coach, right? He don't know what the fuck he doing, Steve. He don't know what he's doing, Stephen A. What you doing? What you talking about? So you're going to bring up all that shit about me, but you didn't bring up that. And I went like this. Well, we were talking about you. I get all what you saying, but that don't absolve the shit you did. And then we get into it. And he says,
wow.
And then he'll go like this. I have no idea why I love your ass. I really don't. Sometimes I really, really don't. But I love you. He said, but you go on the air, you say that shit again, I'm calling you to curse your ass out.
But what an honor to have Kobe Bryant, one of the greatest basketball players, to be so invested in your opinion.
So That's Stephen A. Smith talking about Kobe Bryant. Called him on his phone on the voicemail. Now, I think Kobe is known to call people directly on their phone and leave voicemails like that. I heard not Ben Simmons, Bill Simmons said something similar to that. Like I said, we all know Charles Barkley. Uh, he confronted Charles Barkley on Inside the NBA on TNT, came on the show as a guest analyst and all that. So Kobe is not shy of being frontal and forward with people, but he kept it to a way that was respectful and not trying to go out there and act like a little kid and be unprofessional about it. Yeah, it was cursing and all that, but he still kept it respectful. And I think people like Stephen A. Smith gave the respect back to him. Maybe just Stephen A. Smith from ESPN. We all know ESPN, how they don't like Kobe. But that's not LeBron. It's very, what he's doing right now and what he did on the Pat McAfee show was very textbook narcissism and passive aggressive as well. I tried watching clips of that interview. It just bugged me the way he was talking. It was just so annoying. I was like, oh, stop talking. Somebody said call him a valley girl. He's been out in California for too long. Yeah, that tends to happen to people. It didn't happen to me. Nah, I ain't talk like that. No, I ain't do none of that. I was out there for more than a decade, but shoot, my accent never changed. Not at all. Some people even ask where my accent's from. But anyways, I ain't know he had an accent. But anyways, it just sounded so fake and phony, and it's just like, come on, my guy, you 40 years old and still acting like a 16-year-old, playing the victim card. Oh, he really criticized me. He came up to my son and all this stuff. It's just like the man is just like, it's just he wants unbridled praise. You gotta exalt his name forever. You gotta do like that. You gotta praise him. Shout. Let it all out. You got to praise LeBron all the time. And if you don't, you will be an enemy or be called weird. So, shout out to the late Kobe Bean Bryant. I know some people, let's say this, despite what people thought with the whole Colorado thing, if these kids the kids without a father figure, let's say if Kobe was still around, if you had to pick a mentor of sort, let's say for men, if you had to pick a mentor between Kobe or LeBron, which one would most people pick? And I know some of the Glazers probably pick their king because they don't know no better. But which man exhibits more of a man who carries himself the right way, respectfully and professionally? I'll leave that answer for y'all, or leave that question for y'all to answer.